It's the 2016 Rio Olympics. The stadium roars as the Jamaican 4 by 100-meter relay team readies for their final exchange. The race is tight, neck and neck. But then, Usain Bolt takes the baton. One smooth handoff, a burst of power, and within seconds gold. That moment wasn't just about speed. It was about trust, timing, and clarity. Each runner knew exactly when to release, when to receive, and how to play their part. That's exactly how effective delegation works in leadership. It's not about dumping tasks or letting go. It's about a seamless handover of responsibility where everyone moves in sync toward a shared goal. So, how do great leaders pass the baton effectively? Let's break down the process. Step 1. Identify what to delegate. Delegation starts with a question. What should I really be doing? And what can others do just as well, or even better? Great leaders focus on the high-value work that truly requires their insight, setting vision, defining priorities, solving complex problems, or making final calls. That's where such people can make the biggest impact. Everything else is a potential candidate for delegation. Ask yourself, does this task develop someone else's skills? Does it require my personal involvement or just my oversight? Will delegating it create growth for the person or the team? Mintzberg once said, "What's wrong with efficiency? Plenty." He was right. Doing everything yourself may feel efficient, but it's not effective. The real efficiency lies in distributing leadership so that more can get done better. Step 2. Choose the right person. Delegation isn't just about offloading work. It's about matching opportunity. The best leaders delegate tasks that stretch people, not break them. Think of it like designing a growth challenge. The person should feel slightly uncomfortable, but absolutely capable of succeeding with effort and guidance. Ask yourself, who has or wants to develop the skills for this? Who would benefit most from the learning experience? Who has the motivation and interest to own it? Don't always go for the most capable person. Go for the most potential-ready person. That's how you develop leaders, not just doers. Step 3. Communicate expectations clearly. If you've ever watched a relay team train, you'll notice how much time they spend practicing the handoff. They don't just run, they choreograph the exact moment of transfer. Delegation is the same. Vague instructions are like throwing the baton with your eyes closed, and that's why we chose this metaphor for the video opening. Leaders must clearly define the goal. What outcome are we trying to achieve? The scope, what's included and what's not. The timeline, when is it due and what milestones matter. The standards, how will success be measured? And just as importantly, explain why this task matters. After all, delegation is not about the division of labor. It's about task ownership transfer, just like with the baton in a relay race. When people understand the purpose behind the work, they commit more deeply to the result. Step 4. Provide authority and support. Many leaders make the same mistake. They delegate responsibility, but not authority. That's like telling someone to steer the ship, but never giving them the wheel. Effective delegation means giving your people the freedom to decide within clear boundaries. You might say, you're in charge of this project. Make decisions up to $10,000 on your own. Beyond that, let's review together. That balance of autonomy and alignment builds both confidence and control. At the same time, don't disappear. Delegation doesn't mean detachment, it means partnership. Offer resources, remove roadblocks, and be available for guidance without micromanaging. Step 5. Monitor, coach, and give feedback. The best relay runners look back, just for a split second, to make sure the baton was received. That's what monitoring is about, checking progress without interrupting flow. Set up regular check-ins to discuss what's working, what's challenging, and where support is needed. Instead of asking, "Is it done yet?" ask, "What's going well? What's slowing you down?" That small shift turns oversight into coaching. When the task is complete, don't forget the debrief. Reflect on lessons learned, celebrate achievements, and discuss what can improve next time. Feedback isn't about judgment, it's about growth. And yes, give credit publicly and advice privately. Recognition builds confidence. Correction builds competence. Passing the baton, a visual metaphor for shared responsibility. Think of leadership delegation as a relay team in perfect sync. The first runner, you builds momentum. The second, your team member reaches back with confidence, ready to receive. The handoff moment, that's where trust lives. When you delegate well, you're not letting go of control, you're transferring energy. You're saying, I trust you to run this part of the race, and I'll be here cheering you to the finish line. That's shared responsibility in motion. The bigger picture, delegation as a system. Delegation isn't just a single act. It's a system, a rhythm of leadership that builds capacity. When done well, it strengthens teams, multiplies results, and frees leaders to think strategically. When done poorly, it creates confusion, dependency, and frustration. But here's the good news, it's a learnable skill. And every time you delegate with intention, you're not only getting work done, you're developing someone who might one day take your place. That's not weakness. That's legacy. Final thought. In the end, delegation isn't about giving up work. It's about passing on power. When leaders master this process, they don't lose control. They create momentum. So, the next time you hesitate to delegate, remember the relay. The baton only moves the team forward when you let it go.